What up, guys? Jason Geiman here with Pressure Wash Help, King of Pressure Washing. Tonight, I want to hit on some things about how to start a pressure washing business, how to hit $10,000 goals, how to hit goals, period. And then also, I'm going to hit on one other thing. So I hit one milestone, and when I hit milestones, I like to give stuff away. So what I did is I actually hit 10 or 30,000 subscribers. I appreciate that very much. I thank you all for that. And so with that, I am going to give some stuff away. You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway, fill that out. And then I'm going to give some books away, and I don't know what else I might give away. But I'm definitely going to give some books away because I'm a big believer in books, and I believe books can definitely help you grow your business and get it to the next level. Books are definitely a way of helping you grow your business and stuff like that. So I've got a couple books in mind that I'm going to give away. So definitely go check that out. I appreciate it for the 30,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I really do. I'm shooting, and that is what I want to do. So with that, let's get started here. And then if you have any questions, we'll answer your questions while I'm trying to figure out who has won a book or whatnot. So the first thing to do when we're starting a pressure washing goal is we really need to define our goals. A lot of times this sounds stupid and this sounds something of, Jason, I just want to make money. Well, and then, I actually, the other day, we were at my training in Raleigh a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy there, done very well in pressure washing, has already hit 100,000 his very first year doing pressure washing. And I'm like, what's your goal? And he's like, I don't know, 100 grand, I guess. And I'm like, but what is your goal? I'm like, what if you set your goal higher than lower? And I hear it a lot of times of people saying, well, I don't want to set my goal too high because I might hit my goal, and that scares the living hell out of me out of it. And so, we really rather set our goal high and come up short than set our goal not too much, and then we can't really, we get there and then we're like, we're going to hit it, so we quit working on our goals. So this is why it is important to define your goals. And it's not just about monetary either. How many 5-star reviews you want, how many customers you want, how much, what is your goals? What is your goals to be, what does success look like by setting our goals? And so this is definitely something that, is 100% reason why I like doing this stuff, of doing that. So money is, knowledge is money. You're absolutely right. Learning is earning. So first thing is we definitely need to set our goals and set high goals. Set BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goals. Them are the goals that we want to set that, I never forget a couple months ago, there was a guy said, Jason, I did what you said. I wrote all my goals down, and there were some big goals. And you know what? I hit every one of them. It's amazing what happens when we can write goals down. We tell somebody, and it makes things happen. Things happen by writing our goals down. And I know sometimes it just seems like that's just stupid, Jason. That's just stupid. But you know what? Stupid as it may sound, stupid as it may be, when you write your goals down and you tell somebody, it's a 75% chance of you making that goal. So definitely make sure you write your goals down. Next thing is I put this one here, but research your market and competition. I'm not really care about what your competition is. The biggest thing I want you to know about your competition is do you have competition? When we're dealing with Christmas lights, the only people that I've not had very good success with is people that didn't have competition. Yes, that's right. People that did not have competition. Now, we want to look at who our competition is. We don't look at all the guys that are making $5,000 a month. That's not our competition. We want to look at the big dogs. Who are the big dogs? What do they do? How do they do it? Those are the big dogs. Those are the people that I want to know. Who's doing $1 million plus? Who's doing $2 million in pressure washing? Yes, there's big dogs in probably pretty much every area that's doing at least one dude, if not a couple, that are doing $2 million in your area. That is a big dog, and so, those are some things that we want to look at, and how are they doing it? What are they doing? What's the success? All of that kind of stuff. And then we want to create a business plan. I know I don't talk on this a lot. Again, this kind of goes back to setting your goals and planning and all of that kind of stuff. Create a business plan. What do you want your business to look like? What do you want coming in? What do you want going out? What are the things that you are looking for? How many employees? When we look at the book E-Myth, and this will be a book that I will give away tonight. E-Myth is one of my favorite books. E-Myth is a book talks about how to run a business, by planning your business out, either putting your name in all the little open spots of your business, so that way you can start erasing your name out of that book, and then that way you can start putting other people's names in those names. And when you do that, those are some things that will definitely help you grow your business. I was going to rename this a little bit about being a solo business owner and how to run a solo business owner. And, you can get to $100,000. You can get to a couple $100,000 as a single business operator. I was just talking to a friend in Lexington, Kentucky. He's actually out of Georgetown, Kentucky. Been in business longer than I have. And he's the one who taught me how to do decks. He's been doing decks for that many years and pressure washing, but he can't find no help. Every year he tells me he can't find no help. But he always pays with a 1099, and he don't find the best of the best people that help him. He has a guy that's working with him right now that is 45, 50 years old, don't have a driver's license, and he's just a glorified helper at this point, and he pays him $15 an hour, and he's like, dude, I can go work at Wendy's and make more than $17 an hour. And it's like, yep, you're right, you can go work at Wendy's, and when you don't put the right mindset into hiring the right people and hiring the right way, a lot of times you're only going to grow so far. His goal is to do $1,200 to $1,500 a day for one truck. He wants another truck, but he can't get nobody to run it, so he pretty much runs one truck, $1,200 to $1,500 a day, 5 days a week. Is that good money? It's decent. It's $20,000, $30,000 a month times, he's doing anywhere about $200,000 to $300,000 a year. He's been doing it ever since I started. And he's never gotten more than that. And why can't he get more than that? Because he's tried to run it on business models and a business plan that doesn't always work. You can run it so far like that. You can be so good with that. And, he's happy. He has 3-4 rental properties. He's got passive income coming in that way. But, at the end of the day, if he ever tried to sell that business, he has nothing. He has $0. He will get nothing for that business. Even if that business is doing $300,000, $400,000 a year, he won't get nothing out of that business, because when he quits the business goes bye-bye. And that is an issue. That's not growing a business. That's not growing it to sell it. That's just growing it to get to his next level and to do what he needs to do. The next thing is getting our equipment. Getting our equipment and supplies, power washing, including brushes, hoses, all that kind of stuff. But this is one of those things that, I preach this hard. Equipment does not make us money. Equipment does not make us money. We can have the nicest equipment. I see it out there all the time. Actually, me and him was talking about it, that there's quite a few people in Lexington, Kentucky, and they're popping up with these brand new $15,000, $25,000 rigs, and and they're being sold a dream that if you start a website and you're going to get ranked I'm going to tell you something right now. In Lexington, Kentucky, if you think you're going to rank a website, you got nothing coming, because there's dudes out there that have been doing this for years, and they are killing it. And you're not going to get a website ranked in the Lexington, Georgetown area. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get it ranked number one in anything. It's, if you do, you're going to be doing a lot of work. You're going to be paying a lot of money, and you're going to be doing a lot of work. And I hate to say this, guys, sometimes, but and that's what I was telling him. I'm like, a website is only going to do us so much. It's only going to get us so far. But no matter what type, and this is kind of going on number 6 of promoting ourselves, no matter what type of marketing side we're going to go down, if we're going to do signs, then do signs. But we got to be prolific, we got to be consistent, and we got to be relentless. We got to do it every week, no matter what. Whatever way we're going to pick to market our business, whatever way we're going to make it to make our business grow, we got to we got to be consistent, we got to be relentless, and we got to be consistent. Prolific, relentless, and consistent. If you're not those 3 things, you're not going to grow a business. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to go put out a couple hundred signs, and your business is going to start getting business. You're going to quit putting out signs, and then your business is going to die. And then you're like, oh crap, I don't have no more business. So now I got to go back to do this marketing thing. So when we do marketing, and the reason why I teach marketing so much is marketing is the key component of running our business. There's no equipment out there that's going to make us money. There's no special JoJo juice out there going to make us so much money. Marketing is what's going to make us money. And we got to be consistent, we got to be prolific, and we got to be relentless. When I mean consistent, it means every week we're putting out 25 signs. Every week we're posting 3 times on Facebook. Every week we're posting 5 times on LinkedIn. Every week we're posting, we're doing a blog. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're being consistent. Now, a lot of those things, you're not going to get, you're going to do them consistently, and you're not going to hear nothing out of them. But trust me, as the process goes along, once it takes off, it'll take off for you. And those are the people that I see, the Jasons out there, that when I tell them to do, LinkedIn, Facebook, all the different things out there, guess what? That's what happens. You will grow your business. It will grow. You will be surprised, but it will grow. And how do we do it? Being consistent, being prolific, and being relentless. It gets tired when we're doing our 5 rounds at the end of the day, and it's 90 degrees outside, and we're sweating our butt off, and we're dragging tail, and the last thing we want to do is those 5 rounds. And you know what? Those 5 rounds, they're not going to give us much work. They're not. I'll just tell you right now, they're not going to get us all this work like you think you would want it for, because it's a numbers game, and we're only doing 5 at a time. So for 5 at a time, for us to hit 5,000, that means we got to do a whole lot to get them there. And so that's why we want to be there. And then lastly, we got to promote our services, generating leads. And it's all about leads. It's all about getting that phone to ring. And when that phone rings, please, God, pick it up. Don't let the phone go to voicemail. That's the dumbest thing you can ever do. That is the dumbest thing you could ever do, is let your phone go to voicemail. If you're trying like hell to get your phone to ring, answer the damn phone. That's what I'm going to tell you. You got to answer the damn phone. Because if you don't answer the damn phone, it don't do us no good of trying to do that. You got to do that. We're going to promote it through social media. We're going to do it through advertising, through 5 rounds, through yard signs. We're going to try to do Craigslist, Facebook. We're going to do anything we can do so that way we can get that phone to ring. Because if we can't get that phone to ring, it don't matter if you got the $30,000 rig, the $15,000 rig, the $10,000 rig. That rig is going to sit there and it's going to look real pretty. And real pretty doesn't get us no business at the end of the day. And you're absolutely right. It's the law of averages. It's all about how many times we can get that phone to ring to make that happen. This is something that we have to do. Got one call today off of Google to wash the mud off a $350 minimum tractor. Hey, you never know. And those are some things that I wanted to hit on and how to do it. $10,000 a month is not that hard, guys. That's only $5,000. That's only $2,500 a week. $500 a day. One job a day, you should be able to get $500 a day. And so it's not that tough to do. It can be done. But it takes time. It takes to be consistent. It takes to be relentless. It takes to be, prolific. And when I mean prolific, I mean we're doing this stuff. No matter if we are tired, we are wore out, we are making sure we are promoting our stuff on LinkedIn. We're doing Facebook. We're doing Nextdoor. We're doing anything we can beg, borrow, plead, do. We're doing meetups. We're going to the business meetings. We're going to the Chamber of Commerce. We're doing anything we can do to try to get that phone to ring. And when we get it to ring, answer the phone. Because if you don't answer the phone, it does us no good to sit there and beg, borrow, and bleed. Again, I want to thank you all for getting me to 30,000 subs. Go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway, and I am going to give some books away. I'll probably start about 9:30 and give some books away, so that way you can do that. Also, if you haven't already, the in-person training, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/ I don't know if that works or not, but in-person training, we have one coming up in 2 weeks down in Raleigh. It is a great training, pressure washing, the whole 9 yards. It's a 3-day course. But the thing that I actually talked to Mike, when I was talking to Mike, I was talking to Mike for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just shooting the crap about how to get business in pressure washing, how to, do things, and I want to tell you something. He's been number one on the website for a while. He's always been on number one, number two, and then Wildcat pressure washing came in and bumped him down, and Wildcat was always number one. Well, Wildcat, they actually have like 4 or 5, they do moving, they do all kinds of different things. And so Wildcat bumped him down. But he had actually got bumped down to the second page. And this is what I want to tell you something. Just because you get promoted to the first page doesn't mean people don't do shady crap. And what happened to him, somebody did something shady to him, and they bought some backlinks to his website, and he had to go through and turn 200 backlinks, or tell Google that those 200 backlinks was no good. So just because you think you get number one on a website doesn't mean somebody can't go in there and do some shady stuff to you. So, I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying that it's good. I'm saying that people are a piece of crap, and they can go in there and mess with your website. And, this is some things that I want to make sure you understand is if somebody does go in there and mess with your website, I want to make sure that you aren't getting screwed by it. So this is why, you want to keep checking on it. This is why you want, somebody to make sure that links aren't getting tied to your website that it shouldn't be. So, like I said, Mike has been in business. He has always done his own website stuff. He's always been, number 2, number 3, maybe number 4, kind of fluctuates up in there. And somebody did some dirty stuff and did some links. And if that's you, then I don't like that at all. That's a bunch of crap, and that's not cool. Because what'll happen is you'll get the same crap will happen to you, and you won't be able to fix it. Because if you get screwed too much, you will be done, and that ain't a good thing. And that's why a lot of times people want to play unfair, and it's not always good to do that. If you think you're going to be sly and play unfair, guess what? what goes around comes around. And usually when it comes back around to you, it's 10 times worse. So don't be trying to scam people and do stupid stuff like put, backlinks to somebody's website just to try to screw them, because it can hurt them and it can do it. But just remember, what comes around goes around. So don't do it is what I'm getting at. Again, if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway, I will give some books and stuff away. Got a question on Christmas lights. What's the difference between renting and buying? Well, renting is we selling a service. Buying is we're selling the lights. It's a big difference. Renting or service is always better. Good evening. Got my trailer. Washer, hose, reels, need a water tank. Most likely, getting tomorrow, but for some reason stuck on the setup. Any tips for the first moves in setting up my rig? Yeah, I've done a bunch of videos here recently. If you look up Truck Skid, I just set out a bunch of videos about all of this stuff. And I've got the $2,500 or the $3,500 build rig out there too that goes over all the water tank and everything. Love books. Big Rob, books are invaluable. Knowledge is money, and that's 100% true. A lot of people don't realize this, but knowledge is money. Learning is earning. Love your channel. Very great knowledge in the field and great tips for us starting this field. Thanks for your advice. I just love helping people. I love helping people hit that $100,000 in their first year. That's amazing. And now he's going to do Christmas lights, and it's life changing. And that's what my goal is to help you all change your life, help you all, do something with you so that way you can keep growing your business. You can get to the next level. You can do other things for other people. That's what my goal is for you. So that way you can change your family and how your family was and how it's going to be. I was talking to a guy that was in the Marines, and he's been in the Marines he was in the Marines 6 years, come out, tried to start a business, couldn't do it, and now he's working at Ryder as a diesel mechanic, probably making $15-18 an hour. And that's okay, but he could go do pressure washing and make $60,000-$100,000 a year. And talk about changing your life. It can happen. It can definitely do it. And that's what my goal is to help you guys to do that. With everyone you do, need the measure of success. My goal is to triple my income. A third will be for living, another third for maintaining, growing company, and the last third to invest in real estate. I love thumbs down. You can go stick your thumb up your tail. This is my first year. I've done 115 since March 1st. My goal is to do 140 and 50,000 Christmas lights, also first year. And that's what is awesome. What did you do before this, and how much did you make? This is what I love right here. He did 115 since March 1st, and my goal is to do 140 and 50,000. So almost $200,000 in pressure washing and Christmas lights. And Jason has taught me a lot. My best friend's brother is my company. Great book. My friend brother is my company, but he's big enough to send business my way to keep friends close and competitors closer. Looking forward to the seminar if I can hustle some pressure washing gigs this week. Everybody who had a dual axle 14 or 16. Facebook is flooded. Now I want to upgrade. 16 is a little bit easier to back up, but 16 is also getting pretty big. That's the only thing I'm going to hit on that. Have to stay away from the elbow flow marking. Even flow. Evening, Jason. Had a slow week this week. 2,900 on 4 houses. I am slow. That's because you're old. And I can say that because Brian is like 60 some years old. But I want to hit on this. I said you only have to do $2,500 a week, and that gets you to 10 grand a month. So $2,900, $3,000. That's awesome. Always going for success. I got a review 0109, over 150 total 5-star reviews. Got one call today off Google to wash the mud off a $350 minimum. How do you feel about running specials every moment or so? $199 drive. I think you're cutting yourself short. I think a lot of times when we try to do deals, and then next year when that customer wants another deal, and deals, when you're trying to find that customer, we're not looking for the deal customer. That's just I never gave discounts. Now I do packages, which are deals. I'm on if you do a package, which that's all about getting my price up, not to be $199 and do the whole house, the driveway, the whole 9 yards. If you want to do the driveway and all that, you give them and that's all about getting our average ticket up. Because when we get our average ticket up, that's how we can grow our business. That's how we can scale our business, is by getting our average ticket up. The higher we can get that average ticket, if we can get that average ticket up to $700-800, that's when it's gold, man. That's when you got stuff going for you, and that's what the goal is to get that ticket up to that $700-800 mark. Yep, rip me off on advertisement. Just entered the giveaway. Yeah, I'll get over there and start hitting it. If anybody else wants to do it, go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. And I am going to give some stuff away. The game is ruthless. $7,900 week. Not bad as a part-time guy in Florida. Implementing the process like your life depends on it. And doing it over and over and over, and being ruthless and being relentless and doing it and over, and you can do an $8,000 week as a part-time guy doing pressure washing. That is a high five. Great job, great success right there. What are the symptoms of an unloader valve failing? Sometimes it can feel like a shotgun or like a machine gun if it's not kicking out, stuff like that. Yeah, if it don't go into bypass mode. What's your thoughts on flyers? Do I look for the dirty houses or just give them all out everywhere? We don't really looking for the dirty houses. If we're looking for dirty houses, a lot of times they're dirty for a reason. We're looking for the houses that people clean. Them are the houses that we want to clean. It's a lot easier to clean a house that's already clean than it's already dirty. Most people that are adding dirty aren't cleaning their houses for a reason, and that's why they're dirty. When we look at cars and we see the clean cars versus dirty cars, well, the clean cars are going through the car wash all the time and they never get dirty, where the dirty cars are just nasty and they never get cleaned. So those are some things that are there. That's what happened. The belt started burning up, then the machine shut off. Yeah, your unloader is probably bad. Usually that's what happens is when you let off the pressure, it'll do it. And there's a little thing in there that breaks sometimes. What's a good price point for us starting out? I like the $300 mark. $250, $300 our minimum, and then we go up from there. Is where I like to be at. I'm getting my equipment around the next year. Will be my first year. $100,000 would be amazing in Michigan. What good app for Marquette, Jobber, etc.? Pick one and just stick with it. And depending on most parts of Michigan, there's pretty good areas that you should be able to do that no problem. I got good friends that just started last year. Well, he's been doing a little bit longer than that, but he just went full time last year, and he's going to do over $200,000 just in pressure washing, 250, and he's probably going to do that in Christmas lights. And he just went full time last year. He's in the Flint area, kind of the Detroit sub area. And I was in a Facebook group a couple months ago, and Zig put on a thing that, he was $600. His another competitor was $300, and Pink Pro Wash was $1,200. So, don't sell yourself short, guys. That's what it really comes down to, is don't sell yourself short. I remember Jason's been on here, and he was telling me that $99, and you don't do $8,000 weeks by doing $199 house washes. That's not how we get there. How do we get there? By us charging more and more. We get those big jobs. That's how we get there. We don't get it there by the $199, the $99 and the $199. We'll never get there. Think about it this way. Would you rather do 2 jobs at $500 to do $1,000 a day, or would you rather do 10 jobs at $99 to do $1,000? I'd rather do 2 jobs. So we can find 2 jobs, $500. That's where we want to be at. And that's how we get there. You asked what I did before. I was a forklift operator, then purchasing agent, making $32,000 per year. My wife was an X-ray tech, and she's now a stay-at-home mom because I'm killing it in pressure washing. This is what I'm talking about right here. You want to change your life. You want to change your future's life. You want to change your future's, your kids' life. So H2 pressure washing went from doing $32,000 driving a forklift to doing over $115,000 already. Wants to do $140,000 and $50,000 in Christmas lights. This is what I'm talking about, how you can change your life. It's not rocket science. There's nothing here that you have to have a degree. He was literally a forklift driver. You have to get a license for that, which is a 30 question test to become a forklift operator driver's test. It's not that hard. And he was making $16 an hour to make $32,000 a year, $16 an hour. And he went from that and doing over $115,000. Let's just say he has $40,000 in expenses. So he went and he's doing $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 in his very first year. This is what I'm talking about. It can be, pressure washing can be and will be life-changing for you. It can change the way you are with your kids, your future of your kids, because now that his wife's a stay-at-home mom and taking care of the kids is way better than both of them being gone all the time and neither one of them getting to see their kids because they were working all the time. So this is what I'm talking about, what you can do when you start your own pressure washing business. It can happen. There's nothing special. He don't have a degree in business, because if he had a degree in business, he wouldn't have been a forklift operator. I mean, I'm not being mean on forklift operators, but there's not a lot of, you don't have to have a lot of brains to be a forklift operator. It's not like, and now, on the other hand, he's had to learn a lot of stuff about business and how to run a business and how to be successful and doing things to make sure that he can get successful. And how do you do that? By listening. I give a lot of great information to help you get there. I give you book information. I give you different things out there that will help you grow your business, that will help you get to the next level. That's my whole goal, is to make sure that you can change your future of your kids and your wife and your family. As him being a forklift operator, I about guarantee you they never went on vacation, because making 32 grand a year, and if she made 40 grand a year, and they were busy all the time, there wasn't probably much vacationing going on. But now you can do vacations, you can do all different kinds of things by running your own pressure washing business. And that is awesome and amazing. I don't care who you are. Jason Hefner, if he works on a Saturday, he's going to make enough to take his wife and kid and spend the night in Disney. So if he's going to work on a Saturday or Sunday, he's got to bring in a whole lot of money so that they can go spend the day in Disney. You know what that does? You want to talk about changing your family tree? That's how you change your family tree. That's what you got to do. That is what is amazing. And I'm killing it in pressure washing. And God is good. And yes, He is all the time. And you know what? You can do it. God has given you talents so that you can run a business and be successful. You don't have to have no special degree. You don't have to have no special anything. This is a guy that was making $16 an hour. There's nothing special about H2 Home Improvement. I'm sorry to say it, but there's nothing special about H2 Improvement. But to go from $32,000, $16 an hour, to $100,000, $115,000 is amazing. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you need to do. That is amazing. And that is something that I love, that I can help people change their lives and change their family tree. Because you know what? He can do stuff now that he would have never been able to do to help other people. Broke people can't help other broke people. Being successful is not a bad thing. And a lot of times we hear bad things about being successful and tax the rich and, all the other bullcrap that's coming down the pipeline of all the political crap. But you know what? It's not bad. We can give money like we've never given before by being successful. When we're not successful, we can't give money away. We're barely making our bills. We don't know what bills that we're going to pay this month and what bill we're not going to pay this month. And are we going to put food on the table and all of that crap? You don't have to worry about that when you're doing over 100 grand. It makes life a lot easier. Sorry on that rant. Your consistency sets you apart from all the rest of the pop-up YouTubers. Your message is always positive and motivating. You put your money where your mouth is and do what you preach. Thanks. I just want you all to be able to be successful, guys. I want you to have success. That is my goal for you. I can be a fast-talking salesman, but I'm not that person. Buy my stuff, buy my stuff, I preach a little bit of it, but some of it is getting so bad I can't even watch them, because it's like, what are you going to sell me 3 things on this time as you're on my live when I'm on there? I don't want that. I want you all to be successful. That's my goal, is for you to be successful. Me being successful on the back end is just, it's like they say, when you give like no other, it'll just flow right through you and you'll be success with it. And so I want you all to be successful. I want you to be successful. I want you to be able to use God's given talents that God has given you so that you can go out there and do things that you are designed to do. Greg Townsend, he goes out there and helps kids and help adults get off of drugs. That is freaking amazing. I got a guy that, is a Marine that's helping other Marines not commit suicide, pretty much. That is amazing. I can't do that. That's not my calling. That's not my calling at all. My calling is not to go out there to do that. My calling is to come in here and help you all be successful. Thanks for the advice on specials. Just started my website. Have no clue how to do the Google ads. Where should I start with ads? Hire a company. Yeah, I've got the AdWords. If you want to use them, pressurewashhelp.com/AdWords, or Google Ads. And I don't even know where pressurewashhelp.com/Google Ads. And there I actually have the whole setup. I got all the negative keywords, all the positive keywords, all the things you need to be able to make sure that you have it set up. And then I do an hour training with it. So that is what I do with that. Now I've lost my giveaway one. Great job, Jason, on you're close to 8,000 a week, buddy. Get her done. Close on to $8,000 a week. That is awesome. I entered the giveaway too. I had a belt snap-on 5.5 bandit machine down till Monday. We fight the shade by acting honorable. My belt broke on my 5.5. Do you think that was caused by a bad unloader? It could have. Or it wasn't adjusted properly because it was trying. If it's not adjusted properly and it's adjusted too high, especially if it's on that little 390 and they're trying to get 3,000 out of it, and that belt's getting loose, it'll burn it up pretty quickly. Putting signs out, going to chase Donovan. Hey, gutter cleaning is a good business, man. Gutter cleaning is very profitable. Very, very profitable. Gutter cleaning is. Yeah, gutter cleaning is very, very profitable. Did you do hood cleaning? If so, what about I did not do hood cleaning. I did take the class to get certified in it, but I did not do it. I would tell you to go to powerwash.com and take their classes. Is the best place that would be for you to do the classes of that. Michael Trio, something like that, is the actual one of the teachers there. Great guy, great teacher. He's been doing this for years. That's where I would tell you. Can I get a belt at NAPCA if needed? Probably so, maybe. It depends on if it's the one belt or like two separate belts. But you could put two separate belts on it, just enough to get it up and running. What's your thoughts on Home Advisor? They charge $35 a lead. They're just lead scam. I'm not a big Home Advisor fan. Ran around the 4 places, had to order it online. Second story commercial Xmas roof, price per foot, $8 to $10 a foot, where I would be at. My local Lowe's has many belts or Tractor Supply. What's up, Jason? I'm just starting out, and today the so-called biggest pressure washing company in my state called and acted like someone's lawyer, telling me my marketing I'm doing is illegal. What are you doing that would be illegal? That's weird. I mean, unless you stolen something off of them, that's about the only thing you're doing illegal. I was thinking on spring to do camping runs on camping where there's a lot of people that just stay parked for the summer and charge $5 a linear foot. I think I could do a lot of trailers in a weekend. Inspiration. H2O. Of the money you can make pressure washing, how much is considered to be net profit percentage wise? Usually you can be around 50 to 60%. You can be profit. Now, once you start growing and you start getting employees and that, it's going to go down some. So that's the difference if you're doing it by yourself versus hiring some people and stuff like that. Stay away from those lead places. You don't have to have lots of brains to get a degree either. You're true about that. You're 100% true. He called from the pressure washing company number. What an idiot. Now, some people aren't the brightest. Thanks, Jason. This week we rolled jobs. I started June 1st, and the only pressure wash one day a week, and I've made over 20,000 so far. I believe I could do 100,000 if I wash full time. Yep, I believe you can too. I have a guy training me, and we went to do 2 houses in 4 hours, and he got paid $1,200. It was insane. With the business that went under in this country in the last 20 months, you're a fool to not to try. First foot forward and let's go. What kind of insurance do you need for general liability? I call quotes. I'm getting quotes about that's a little high. You should be able to do it for about $1,000 to $2,000 a year. When you come into Kansas City, I don't know. I was there not too long ago. Out here killing it. Boots on the ground marketing, no Google. It's one way. I met Jason in the in-person. He's one of the sweetest, generous people you ever meet. One piece of advice when coming up with brands, since I'm adding services that don't relate to pressure washing, I wish I could have made a brand that was more inclusive. Is it wrong that my way of giving back is going to the firehouse and being a good medic and not killing anybody? You may be looking at a yearly rate. Hear the sniffles. Haven't been on here for a while. Hope you're okay, buddy. Get well. Yeah, I'm getting over it now. It's been about a week of crap. That's why I wasn't on here last week. Where do you order reefs? We get ours from Sam's a lot of times, but I ain't got them in right now. Do you work with real estate agents to get leads? They're okay. They're not the best. Right now, they can sell a house without even doing nothing to it, so it's not something that I really push hard. The Chamber of Commerce is a good place. Property managers, facility managers, stuff like that's what I really want to start pushing for. Getting that commercial work. Has anyone ever cleaned cedar shake? I need advice. I use bleach and then I actually put stuff on top of it. Door hangers on mailboxes. You got to be careful on mailboxes because that can actually be considered illegal. How to change your life. Step 1, change your mindset. Amen to that. Step 2, find people that are smarter than you. Step 3, learn from your mistakes. Yep, pretty much it. Get away from the 5. You are like the 5 people you're around. So you don't want to be the smartest of the 5 people you're around. You want to be the dumbest of the 5 people you're around. That way you only got one way to go, and that's up. I have a lot of luck with getting high tickets from real estate agents. Sounds like you're a little sick. A little bit. Thank you, Jason. By the way, I want a book already. Was great. Thanks. Good luck to all. I'll give another book out. If you fill it out, I'll give you another chance. All right. So the first book I want to give is one of my favorite books. Is this book right here. Now you're going to get a gift card. Is what you're going to get. You're not actually going to get the book because I can't actually give the book away. But you will get a gift card. And this is one of my favorite books. This is a great book to make sure that you don't blame somebody else. And that book here is, and like I say, if you want to use a different book, you can get a different book, but is Extreme Ownership. I don't know what the heck is going on here, but Extreme Ownership. That is the book I'm going to give away. That's going to be my first book that I am going to give away. That's not what I wanted. Main. So that is going to be my first book that I am going to give away is Extreme Ownership, because I believe this book here is a book that will make you or break you pretty much. And it is the book talks about, you know, it's your fault. If you can't grow a business, it's nobody's fault except your fault. And so it is a great book to read, and it is definitely something that will help you grow your business. It is, like I say, one of my favorite books. It is definitely one of the best books that I like around, and so that is one of my favorite books. So, Extreme Ownership is one of my favorite books. Let me figure out where my giveaway form is here. See how many people have signed up for it. We got somebody from up the road from me. Ryan Cummins is up the road in New Lebanon. Not too far away from me. Let's see, we got, looks like September. All right, we don't got too many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 people so far. So if you want to go get checked, if you want a chance to win a book or something along those lines, definitely go check it out, because I've only got 18 people so far. So go check out pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. So we're going to pick a number between 1 and 18. All right, random generator. Right, here we go. And 1 and 18. Go. Boom. Number 6. So the first person that's going to win the book is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Charles, and I will send out a gift card for you tomorrow. Charles Crom, CROM, out of Nebraska. So that's my first book. Go check it out. I'm going to give probably 1 or 2 more away, maybe more if I got more entries. And then we'll go from there. Again, go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. I want a book. Well, fill it out, Mr. Big Rob. Couple of things. Who's going to win it? Me. These guys, not my liability trailer, truck SUV at $2,200 a year. How do I enter? Go to pressurewashhelp.com/giveaway. Did you see me in there? I don't. Yep, I see you right there. You are. I see you. I used to share that screen, but I don't do that to give people's emails away. I work for someone in pressure cleaning, and he pays me a salary, but always tries to get me to work over 40 hours a week and not pay the extra hours. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Can you talk more about the $3,500 setup? Yeah, it's the 5.5 gallon with the 390. It's the littler motor. I don't know if you could build it for that cheap now. That was 3 years ago. Stuff has gone up. Like it had the mixer valve and everything on it. It had the proportioner, the whole 9 yards. And it was definitely a unit that I mean, it makes dude money now, still making money off of it. But it was just a couple. It had the 35-gallon buffer tank. It had a 55-gallon drum in it for my soap tank, and it was a budget of building a rig on a budget. So don't enter stuff. I must have bad luck because I don't win. Never work for a salary. They will overwork you for everything. Grange Insurance. All right. So my next book that I like a lot is, let me see if I can find it here. My next book that is one of my favorite books that I just got done reading it. I think it's a good book. I'm not a big, I mean, I wasn't, but I've kind of become the like one, is Mr. Grant Cardone. The 10X Rule. This is a good book that makes you think things of how to do and what some things that you can, let's see, I'm going to put extreme ownership because I got to remember to do this in the morning. This is a good book for you to start thinking about how to grow your business, how to 10x your business, how to set goals and 10x those goals. And, you know, I push this because I really like this. So that way, this is a good book that makes you think about what you need to do and make sure that you're going to grow your business and do all those things that you need to do to grow your business. So it is a great book. I just got done listening to it on my way back from, I just got listening to it on my way back from Pennsylvania. And so it is definitely a good book. So let me go here, see how many more people we hit the refresh button. Did we get to 25 yet? Yes, we did get to 25. 25. 25. 26. 27. So 1 out of 27. Put in here to the 1 out of 27. I'll make sure you that 1 out of 27 and up 1 out of 27 and go. Number 11. Number 11. So who is going to be number 11? Number 11. Let me go see who number 11 is. Now I got to count. Why couldn't it have been somebody easier? Number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mr. Gregory Jones. Gregory Jones is going to win what book? All 10X. 10X book. All right. And then I'm going to give another one away. This is the book that, like I say, is definitely a great book about growing your business. It is one that I would highly, highly recommend you to read. This is definitely a book that you will need to read. If you want to, you can go to pressurewash.com/giveaway, and that's where you can sign up. This book here is The E-Myth. It is a book. This was a book that I never read for a while. This is one that I was like, what's this a book about? And then when I read it, I was like, holy crap, why haven't I read this book way back when? But this is definitely a great book. 100% recommend this book. Again, it is an amazing book. I'm going to give you a $25 gift card, so you're going to have to put 95 cents into it to be able to do the audio book. But this is a great book that I would highly recommend you to read. 100% highly recommend you to read this book. Listening to it. It definitely will help you grow your business 100%. So let me refresh this here to make sure anybody just signed up that they don't get out of there. That's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29. 29. 29. Go. Number 10. Number 10. Let's see, previous. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mr. Robert Bloom. Robert Bloom. Mr. Robert Bloom. And that is EMEST. Alright. Do I want to give one more book away? If you do, go check it out. pressurewashhelp.com/ I'll give one more away at the end here when I'm getting ready to be finished. Oh, it is. I'm already about an hour, aren't I? I started working in New Jersey, but I'm moving back to Virginia in January. Would you recommend taking a lower ticket jobs to build reviews up for an easier transition into the next market? No, because them reviews aren't going to be very good for you in that other market. You're going to have to get more reviews. So, about to die. When you first started off, is it okay to offer jobs for free? It is, for the fact that you're getting the review and you're getting pictures. And we're not doing the free $100,000 house. We want to do a big house because we want big pictures. We want pictures of big houses. So we don't want to do and I would honestly, you could use that as, do a veteran's house or do somebody's house that, you can help out. Use it for marketing. You're going to market the crap out of it. Hey, we're going to do a free house this month. If you know a veteran, put their name in here, and we will give a free one away. We want to make sure that we get lots of pictures, get the review from it, and be like, the only thing we're going to ask for is a 5-star review. That's what we want, because that's what it's all about. All right. So my next book, that was the EMEST. Let me see what other book I want to. Which other book do I like? What's my other book? What's a good book for starting out? Here's a good book for starting out. This is a good book right here. Actually, you know what? I don't know. That is a good book too, but I don't see it. Oh, here it is. This is one of my top books here that if you're starting in business that you really should read. And it is Profit First. Profit First is, Jason, this is my best month ever. $6,000. I watch your videos every week. That's amazing, dude, Tyler. Profit First is a great book to read starting out. If you don't understand finances and you don't understand how to do money and all that, I would highly recommend you to read Profit First. Profit First is definitely a good book to learn how to do anything that you need to do. It is definitely a book that Michael Kalazinski does a very good job about talking about putting your finances and all of those things like that. So, Profit First is my last book that I'm going to give away. Let me see how many people we have, if any we got any more people. You people, let's see, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31. All right. Random drawer, 31. Start, go. Go. Number 20. Number 20. Let's see here. So if I go back here, previous. 25. 23. 20. All right. Ray Flannery. Ray Flannery. And that book, let's see, E-Myth, and this book was for, that's my $100 I'm giving away tonight. Each card will be $25. So that's what it will be. Ray Flannery, and that is for Profit First. You don't have to get this. This is just, you can get whatever book you want, but that's what I want you to, that's my goal for you, is to do those books. So again, go check out pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training. I'm going to have training in 2 weeks or a week and a half. It is a 3-day course. Saturday will be Christmas lights, employee training, anybody training like that. Sunday will be marketing, ladder safety, aerial safety, how to run a business, all the awesome stuff. And then Monday will be pressure washing training. You can go check that out. Also, if you want to do pressurewashhelp.com/free, you can go to get 30 days free. It is definitely something that you need to do. You back well, $19.99. Yeah, somebody did give me a super chat. I didn't even see who it was, but thanks for whoever it was, because I was trying to do this. But yes, this is my goal, is to help you guys grow your business, and I want you to be able to be successful and to do that. When you in North Carolina, that it will be in Raleigh, North Carolina, is the in-person training. So I will be there in next week. I'll be there. I'm actually driving down Friday. My daughter's birthday is on the 7th, so she told me I couldn't leave early. So that's why it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday versus that. How are you doing, Jason? Are you doing better? I'm doing better. Hopefully I get 100% here shortly. But yes, so hope you all have a good night, and hope you all have a great week. We're actually going to a tournament this weekend. I'll be out of town with my wife and kids. We got a soccer tournament this weekend, so that is part of it. So hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next on Sunday.